Electrical connections. We need to turn off the power supply. First, the isolator on the DB board or the circuit breaker needs to be switched off, and then the isolator next to the geyser needs to be switched off. Then we remove the isolator from the box and test it for power to ensure there is no voltage on the live side of the isolator. Now that it's confirmed that there's no power, we can continue wiring the isolator up to the thermostat. So we connect the live, neutral and earth wires to their correct points. We refit the isolator cover. And next we're going to fit this gland to the electrical cover and then fit the cable through the gland and connect it to the thermostat. Noting the live and neutral points on the thermostat and the correct orientation of the connections. Then we must make sure that the connections are tight to avoid hot connections. And then we crimp the earth lug to the earth wire and fit it back to the flange. Now we're going to fit electrical bonding from the same earth lug on the flange to the cold water pipe. The bonding serves to ensure an electrical connection should there be no water in the water heater. The nuts and bolts used to secure the bonding must be made from brass, not steel or any other metal, so as not to cause corrosion between the screw material and the copper of the pipe. Check that all the hot and cold water taps are closed except the hot water tap on the bath. Once the water heater's pipe work has been completed, the cold water supply can be opened to fill the water heater. Once the water heater is filled and all the excess air has been expelled, allow the water to run for a few seconds longer to ensure that all the excess flux paste residue has also been flushed out. Then close the hot water tap at the bath and allow the water heater to be pressurized. Allow the installation to settle for a few minutes and check all the pipe joints to confirm that they are leak-free. Now it's time to switch on the power at the DB board and then switch on the isolator. Once that's done, we use our meter to test the connections A and B on the thermostat to see if there is voltage. There should be 220 volts. And finally, we use the clamp or tong tester to confirm that the element is drawing current. Now that our electrical connections are completed, we can close the cover.